Welcome recruits, Ready or Not throws you into a high-stakes world of tactical law enforcement. This isn't your average shooter. Precision, planning, and teamwork are key to survival.
Hands in the air!
I didn't do anything! Hello? I'm gonna get down!
If you find yourself dying over and over, and over again, then this guide is for you. Keep watching to figure out how not to die so easily.
Red.
First topic is understanding controls. Mastering movement, aiming, and communication is crucial. We'll break down the key buttons and explain effective strategies for navigating various scenarios. First is canted sights. While canted sights may not be super accurate, they do provide the user with a lot more visibility than if ADS'd. I recommend using this with the laser. Only use it when there's either a lot going on in the room or in close quarters. While you can switch between semi-auto and full auto, I recommend running semi-auto in standard and casual game modes. This will provide you with more accuracy and usage of less bullets. While in the hard mode, I recommend running full auto, as they practically have aimbot. Now that you know how to use a gun, let me recommend a couple that are my personal favorite. First up is the G36C. Low recoil and heavy hitting. What else do you need? Next are the G19 and MP7. The MP7 is not very good on semi-auto, but once you put that full auto and mag dump them, it drops them quickly. And the G19 is a pistol, but it does hit heavy. High mag capacity and fast fire rate makes this one of the better pistols in the game. Overall, you can't go wrong with any gun in the game. It's just deciding which one feels best for you and getting good with it. At the end of the video, I will put my favorite guns and maybe a couple loadouts. I will rank them out of 10. Next is every single utility and throwable in the game. Let's get into it. First up is C2. C2 is essentially a breaching charge. Placed above the doorknob, C2 can be used to blow the door off its hinges. C2 can also stun suspects and civilians on the other side of the door. If they're too close, they could get hit with it and possibly get eliminated. Next is the taser. The taser can be used against enemy combatants who are not willing to surrender. You can melee them, or you can shoot it like a normal pistol. This will shock them and hopefully force them to surrender.
Left, oh.
Next is pepper spray. Essentially the same as a taser. It is used to make an enemy combatant who is not willing to surrender. Often used at close quarters, it is not recommended to be used from a long distance away. You do have to be careful because it can run out of spray eventually. Next is the lockpick gun. The lockpick gun offers several key advantages. First, it is silent. Unlike traditional lockpicking, the lockpick gun operates silently, minimizing the risk of alerting enemies, and its speed and efficiency. It is significantly faster than manually lockpicking, allowing you to gain access to objectives a lot faster. Personally, I recommend running one of these whenever you can. Next is the wedge. The wedge can be deployed under the doorknob at the bottom of the door. This can be used to jam the door, preventing enemies from opening that door, but it also prevents you from getting out. You can, however, pick up the wedge and use it for later using your knife. Throwables are primarily used when an enemy combatant does not want to surrender, or there are multiple on the other side of the door and you want an easy way to breach. First up is C2 gas. C2 gas can be thrown just as any other throwable, but when it lands, it dispenses a bunch of, well, C2 gas, which lingers in the air for about 22 seconds. It stuns enemies and often makes them run out of the room. Next is the flashbang. The flashbang is my personal favorite. Lasting about 8 seconds, it is an amazing way to stun enemies very quickly. Lastly is the stinger grenade. Acting essentially the same as a flash grenade, it lasts about 8 seconds. Next is the tactical shield. The tactical shield covers about from your knees up. You can only use a pistol when you have it equipped, so I recommend running a laser sight on it to help you aim. You cannot ADS, so this laser sight will help you a lot. You cannot open doors when you have the shield equipped, but I recommend peeking it and then pushing the door open. Downsides of the shield are your legs are still exposed, so enemies can still shoot you there. And if they shoot you enough times, it can be hard to see through the glass protector. And then there's the battering ram. Not much to go over with this one, but you can use it to open any door. If it's a wooden door, you can create a hole in it and use that as a line of sight. Next is the flashbang launcher. This can be used to ash rush into sight. Stun enemies with flashes. The amount of shots depend on how many flashbangs you carry with you. There are also different versions of this gun, one that launches a stinger grenade and C2 gas, working the exact same way. Next is the breaching shotgun. Although it has limited uses, it can be a fast way to open up a door. Finally is the mirror gun, or known as the wand. The mirror gun can be used to check under doorways. This is my personal favorite because it provides valuable intel on where the enemy combatants are at. I recommend running this on all your loadouts. Now that you know the basics of Ready or Not, let's get into some more advanced tactics. This is Bob. Bob is going to clear this room. I will show you two scenarios, the right way and the wrong way. Can you guess which one is which? Now, obviously, that was pretty clear which one you want to do. It is the second one. You want to start out by clearing every inch of the room that you can see from outside. This will give you enough information to guess where they are at. If you still don't have a pretty good idea, try backing up and using the wand to look under the door. Tip number 1, do not staying too close to your partner. A lot of the times they'll get shot and they'll try and duck back into cover, but they can't because you're standing here. As you can see in this clip, I got my partner killed because I was too close to him. Tip number 2 is, if you know a door is trapped, but you don't want the enemies to be alerted that you're there, you can put a C2 on the door, back up, and blow it. And tip number 3 are sound cues. Take this for example. I've zero clue what he yelled, but since it sounds like an enemy combatant, I knew one was over there and I had to pay more attention to that area.
Go! Nah, fuck that! What the fuck?
And this sound cue allowed me to realize right where he was.
Drop it now!
Now clearly he was an enemy combatant. My officer did say drop the weapon, so that gave me enough clues to realize that he had a weapon. You can use this from any range too, as long as you're looking at them. My 4th tip is run the lockpick gun. This will save you so much time, it's silent, and it only takes up 1 slot. And my last tip is some of my favorite loadouts.